All right, we're back. Chapter 159, Judgment. This panel, two people we're not familiar with yet. But we just finished up last time with Hikari and his initial kind of skirmish with Yuji, Megumi, Panda. Not expecting Panda to show up again, but happy he did. Because who doesn't like Panda, right? Anyway, getting started, Judgment. I had a cat. Continue. But the police started talking to me all of a sudden. More joined in until there were 2 or 3. But if they arrested me, my cat would have died. You can't have a cat, that's the rule. So no one knows I have one. In March 2016, a mother and her young daughter were found stabbed to death in their home in Morioka Prefecture. Morioka City, Iwate Prefecture. The prosecutor's office suspected local resident Keita Oe, so they arrested and charged him on suspicion of murder and robbery. Oe had fled during questioning by patrol officers, so they followed him to his home and found a bloody blade. They practically caught him red-handed. Later analysis showed that the blood's DNA on the blade matched that of the victim, yet he insisted he was innocent. Regarding the blade, he said, "I picked it up. It wasn't mine." Oh, give me a break. He fled the interrogation because he was guilty, right? Not quite. The authorities once illegally questioned him because he had an acquaintance who was using drugs. So you're saying it's trauma? Even so, he just happened to pick up a bloody knife? Why? He claims he planned to give it back to the police later. Later? I know, his reasons defy belief. But there's his circumstances. When I consider how he worked a live-in job for non-profit, it isn't implausible. What non-profit? He mostly runs a shelter and supports independent living for the elderly who have no place to go. He had a job caring for the people there. However, they didn't pay wages. Instead, he received pocket money at New Year's boxed lunches and groceries. Nonetheless, they forced him to pay 50,000 yen each month in rent. Gross. More than a few of the residents have a record. And as for why he didn't immediately turn in the weapon, you can't call the police or an ambulance. It's a rule, because it'll bother the neighbors. Sounds suspicious. Yes, very suspicious. Ever since earthquake relief money started pouring into the Tohoku region, there have been more and more shady non-profits. It's no surprise a weapon was lying around, and there's a good possibility Oe is innocent. First we look into the... I'm sorry, I must be lost. I'm struggling to comprehend what this has to do with the story right now. Am I reading a different manga? I'm sure it'll all make sense in the end, but, however, that's where I'm at in the brain space right now. First, we look into the nonprofit's activities and taxes and run background checks on all the residents. I'll ask around about Oe, Shimizu. You handle the rest. Hey, aren't I doing most of the work? And you take care of the cat. Cat? As a public defender for the state-assigned cases, the pace sucks and you're overworked. The public assumes Oe is guilty. With murder, there's no chance of a suspended sentence. He could even get the death penalty. So why bother? Why did you take this case, Higaruma? It's alright to take these cases sometimes. Easy work dulls one's skills. It isn't sometimes. You're thinking it out loud. Ha ha ha. Higaruma never changes. Isn't it awful when your boss isn't interested in money? Yeah, but not so awful that I can have to start a cafe on the side like you, Takaki. You said he never changes. Was he always like that? Well, actually, he may have gotten worse. Huh? When he sits at my office, he handled a case revolving reckless driving, specifically drunk driving. The defendant was 19. His workplace forced him to drink and drive, and everyone agreed to tell the same story. He couldn't pay to settle, nor could he get probation. Liar! You said they'd find me innocent! Look at the way he treated you, even though he said you'd never find him innocent, only that his sentence could be suspended. Have you learned your lesson? Being a criminal lawyer isn't worth it. Saving the weak and powerless is less admirable. But what can we do against the courts and prosecutors? Why keep going when our clients despise us? They're up against a wall financially and emotionally, so they take it out on us. What about your mental state, Higaruma? The court finds the defendant innocent. Wow. We actually won. No, not yet. They'll immediately appeal. Money gets killers off the hook. How much do they offer? The law's dead, and prosecutors regarding the suspicious verdict former that it was bought. This guy just can't win no matter what. He loses the case and he's screwing these guys over for life, even if they were innocent. And he wins the case, and the public and the prosecutors come down on him. This sucks. This might be the setup for like a curse or something. It's hard to say. Nothing stolen was found in your room, and someone went missing from the non-profit soon after the crime. Above all, you showed up in the convenience store security camera footage at the same time as the estimated time of death. Good thing you don't cook, huh? Thank you so much, Counselor Higaruma. Counselor isn't necessary. Anyway, there will be a second trial. I helped you too, you know. No, I don't mean that. Thank you for believing me. Appeal hearing, second trial, guilty, life imprisonment. Wow. While independent defense lawyers rely on limited funding and small staffs, public prosecutors have access to tax money and manpower in gathering evidence. That's to be expected because it's simply the way the system works, but prosecutors failed to provide new evidence at the second trial. The court passed a sentence based on the shoddy argument that there was no reason to suspect the missing person, thereby overturning the previous ruling. A third trial before the highest court is unlikely because it refuses to hear most cases. Even getting a fair hearing is improbable. The system branded him guilty from the very start. Why do they look at me like that? But what about your mental state, Higaruma? I'm not trying to save the weak and powerless. Ever since I was a kid, I couldn't leave things alone if something wasn't right. That hasn't changed. Lady Justice wears a blindfold to represent the law's impartiality, and people close their eyes to spare themselves the truth. But even so, in order to not shake off the hands that cling to me, even if I'm the only one, I want to keep my eyes open. I don't know why I like this guy. Like, I have no idea what he has to do with the story, but I like him. If there are any objections to this decision, you must petition for a final appeal within 15 days. Mr. Higaruma, everyone come back. We're having a retrial. Hiromi Higaruma. Calling game player. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even see. Oh, what the... So is he a... He seems to be a curse user then. Or this could be a Shikigami. It's kind of wicked. I like kind of the illusion because the eyes being sewn shut, similar to how he made the allegory to Justice, wearing a blindfold, right? Being blind. That's super cool. Chapter 160, Colony. By Gege Gutami, obviously. Sorry. Oh, look who's back! Good old Jack Goffu. Sorry. Who are you? I'm the sorcerer who placed a barrier here. This place was chosen for people to kill each other with in the calling game. Unfortunately, that is not an honor. Kill each other? Could you not do that in my house? You're funny. The remains of an execution site are not far away. That is the center of a barrier with a 5-mile radius to about 6 kilometers. Creating it requires immense effort. I cannot impose unreasonable conditions. Those of you who begin inside the barrier have the right to leave, but only once. If you wish, you will awaken outside the barrier. Do you desire? When I awaken, am I dreaming? The space between dream and reality is a curse, so be careful. The hasty ones are already outside. Dude, between dream and reality, mind and matter is a curse, not the Velvet Room. Oh, misguiding children once again. Some huge curse thing. And what, I know they're birds, but they look like pterodactyls. Alright, I almost forgot to tell you. Thank you for getting along with my son. Sasaki! Ichiki! I'm glad I know someone here. Where are we? Somewhere between Kotadai and Hirose Street. But check that out. A cult club, wise. How's that look? How's it look? Big old wall surrounding them. Can I tell you about the dream I had? Is it a long-haired guy in a kesa? Everyone saw him. You saw him too, Ichiki. Did he mention his son? No, he didn't. Itadori. I remember this girl. She was from the very, very, very beginning. Nope, there's no listing. No angel. It's probably not their real name, like you and Sukuna. Master Tengen mentioned Colony No.2 and used Tokyo as the location. You know what this person looks like? Supposedly we'll know on sight. You sure that's alright? Whatever, me and Panda will take Tokyo No.2. Fushiguro and Itadori, you take No.1. Kirara, you wait outside the barrier. Sound good? What's your reasoning? Starting from the points, Kashimo is the strongest, so I should handle that player. Huh? I'm not included? Panda, you have a good nose, so focus on finding the angel. Akatsu probably hasn't been in touch because cell phones don't work inside barriers, so we'll need someone on the outside to keep an eye on things. Fine. Maybe Fushiguro and I shouldn't be together. Because of Sukuna. Aw, shut up. Shut up! The 3 senpai can't change their rules. Don't be so self-centered. Self-centered? No fighting. I'm just worried. Aren't you going to say that every time? It's annoying and kind of a waste. Huh? Remaining time until Sumiki must declare participation in the culling game. 7 days and 12 hours. Hi, I'm a Kokane. Inside this barrier, a lethal contest called the culling game has begun. Step inside and you too will become a player. Are you willing to enter? Yeah. No problem. Okay. Tokyo No.1 Colony Part 1. I'm waiting for the signal. I know, but what can I do if no one shows up? Huh? Are you talking back to me? No, but, sorry, forgive me. Start mouthing off and I'll run you over. She have a jetpack hair? That's kind of sick. Hold on. Jet hair. Oh my. Okay. We need to be aware of incarnated sorcerers from the past. I couldn't agree more. But explain it to me, Fushiguro. You don't get it, huh? Some are from 10,000 years ago. But even people from 100 to 200 years ago valued life differently. Plus, they're sorcerers. Fighting to the death used to be a normal thing. In fact, they desired it. That may be why they entered into contracts with Kenjaku. It's entirely possible that Kashimo and Higaruma are past sorcerers, so don't expect any negotiations. So aside from them, cursed spirits are the most aggressive ones, especially at night. But a modern-day sorcerer embroiled in this like Sumiki would probably be happy to exchange information. Hi, I'm a Kogane. Inside this barrier, a lethal contest called the Culling Game has begun. Step inside and you too become a player. Are you willing to enter? Yeah, no problem. Megumi Fushiguro has joined the Culling Game. Would you like to consult the rules? No, that isn't necessary. Itadori. We need information on Higaruma. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, well, did it say earlier that Higaruma was one of the players on their little device thing, and I wasn't paying attention? That must have been the case. Gah, where's Fushiguro? When a player passes through the Culling Game barrier, the game randomly transfers that player to one of 9 pre-established locations. Got a spawn point. According to an unofficial barrier rule that came about, certain individuals are positioned at those 9 locations. Here comes one. Is that a player? With a light for guidance? They target players confused by phenomena that aren't addressed in the rules. Glint. Oh. Wow. How many times before I stopped doing them? This must be Jetpack Lady. Yep. And they pick off the newbies. This one's tough. That would have pulverized most guys. The kid's got grit. He's ready to go. To me, darling. What did he just throw at her? Debris. He must have grabbed it earlier and he charged it with cursed energy. She fell easily, but I need to ask about Higaruma. Gotta find Fushiguro. What the hell? What did you do to my woman? He's a propeller guy? Alright, I'll ask him. Haba flew in. Did that kid defeat Hanyu? I know him from somewhere. Itadori? Ouch. That hurt, you know. Why'd you do that? Because you attacked me. Damn it. We unexpectedly got split up. Anything? If Nui can't locate him, then the Culling Game colony spans an area far larger than Shibuya. We could be over 2 kilometers apart. But we know what to look for. Do you know a sorcerer named Higaruma? You think I'm just gonna tell you because you beat me? Okay, sorry. Just answer! Higaruma? He's the guy with 100 points. So where is he? Oh, I got it. I can tell you, but you gotta do something for me in return. Alright, say it. Say what? Say it, please? Just spit it out. Okay, fine. Will you be my knight? Yeah, whatever. Aw, you're no fun. I'm in a hurry. Walk ahead of me. Huh? As my knight, you gotta protect me. I will if you're telling the truth. Listen, if you're lying, you know what'll happen, right? I'm not like Itadori. I have no qualms scoring 100 points. Stop calling me you. Call me Remy. Part 2. Okay. The standing long jump, you know? It's a speedrun strat, actually. To Culling Game speedrun, 100 points free Tsumiki %. Drags him down the side of the building. His physical abilities are incredible. He don't need no technique. He got these hands. Okay, the blade is kind of dangerous, though. You just get flung. I thought he'd keep the advantage of the higher ground, but he only attacks with his propeller, which means that he has to come down to get me. In that case, I'll lure him indoors. Huh. Does he think this'll negate my propeller? I'll just adjust its length and angle while increasing rotational speed and toughness. My propeller can even cut through steel rods. I'll make a smoothie out of ya. He's coming this way. And head first. That airplane woman earlier was tough enough to drive me through a building, but a simple projectile knocked her down. I bet their hair is the key to their cursed techniques, so they're more vulnerable the further away you get from their part of their body. A binding vow, perhaps. But no matter how tough it is, the head remains a vital spot. So I can hit him there. I'll bust him open. Gukin is the sound it makes, apparently. Gukin? Wow. Okay. Wah! Did you break your fist? Looks like you're the loser of this fight. No, it's not broken. I need to ask about a sorcerer named Higaruma. Sheesh, in these types of situations, when's a good time to ask questions? Hey, Itadori. I know that player, the one named Higaruma. Long time no see, remember me? How does he know my name? Who are you? The Kogane? No, it doesn't show faces. Do we really know each other? I tend to remember faces, but... Oh, he's suspicious. That makes sense. Sorry, I guess I only know you because you're famous. You're the Tiger of West Junior High. Oh, you're from back home? What a dumb nickname. I didn't pick it myself. Hey, you. You're not a sorcerer from the past. Why? Do I see Bumpy? Stop calling me you. Like I care. What's your reason for choosing to fight? Well, non-sorcerers who are non-players got to leave the colony. But for players in the colony from the start, today is their 12th day of the culling game. I'm not doing this because I wanna. It's kill or be killed. Spend the time wondering the reason you fight and you're dead. You learn that after 12 days. I've seen some players go mad with power. So stop thinking in terms of past and present sorcerers. Apparently past sorcerers have inspired today's sorcerers to go into battle mode. That means I misled Itadori. Wait, you. Wait, you. Tell me where you're going. Nuh-uh. What's to stop you from bumping me off as soon as I do? But what if you die before we get there? Like I said, you gotta protect me. And stop calling me you. Yeah, but just in case. Is this okay, though? Weren't you with those two? I'm a coffer. I'd have been killed soon anyway. Oh, I'm Amai. Rin Amai. Amai? Where's Higaruma? Okay, fine. I'll give you a rough idea. The strong ones gather where the city used to prosper, because there's plenty of supplies. Higaruma's in Shinjuku, Ikebukuro. Got it? Oh, beans. They're being led in different directions. Shinjuku. I hope Itadori's on his way there too. Ikebukuro. Is Fushiguro there too? What's taking so long? When is that kid gonna bring me the next sucker? Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. It's just a trap. What? What? No, it's not like that. Do it like this. What? What? Don't say silent. You gotta laugh. Oh, I told you. Actually, I didn't, but... Huh? Don't you get it? Are you dumb? These guys aren't smart or athletic, but they're sure full of themselves. Just smile and go with the flow, so you don't piss them off. Then the other guys won't see you as a target, and sometimes good things will happen. Knock it off. Another idiot shows up. That uniform. West Junior High. Junior High? Watch your mouth, or else we gotta teach you a lesson. Bam! Hey, no violence! And just Itadori things. This is old Itadori too. No markings. What about you? Me? Yuji, Itadori, Rin Amai, culling game players. Hey, what? If you're planning on going through Ikebukuro towards Shinjuku, don't. That area has lots of supplies, so we'll run into other players. There are 2 reasons to go this way. The route is simple, and I have a base nearby. So at least let me take a shower. I've barely rested since yesterday. Higaruma uses a theater as a base. He has a move, that is. Nice! Nice! That was really helpful, thanks. Hey, wait! Yeah? Seriously going in? Well, I need to meet up with a friend, so I'm in a hurry. I've never met Higaruma, but he did once beat Haba to a pulp. Then I'll be fine. I beat up Helicopter Head too, so I should be able to run away if I have to. See ya! Say it. You gotta say it. This can't happen. I'm sorry, Itadori. Higaruma? Sorry, but I'm Reggie. She fooled ya. Why the glare? You don't scare me. I'm warning you, Reggie's as tough as... Shut up. We're wasting time. A bathtub? Who are you and what are you doing here? Same to you. Haven't you ever taken a bath in your clothes? Nope. Feels better than I expected. Alright. I've already forgotten this guy's name. I can't lie. When I was in elementary school, I liked the swimming classes where we had to wear clothes. I know what you mean. I don't care. These days I don't care about much. So I'm challenging myself to do things I previously thought I shouldn't. Basically, I went off the rails in my 30s. Do you find that funny? Yeah, I do. A little. I don't know why I'm making Yuji sound like that. It's hard switching between all these different characters at the same time. You're Higaruma, right? In the flesh. I want to talk. No, wait. Not so fast. I'm a lawyer, so talking to me costs 5,000 yen for every half hour. I'm joking. Just wanted to play the money-grubbing lawyer for a change. Oh, there's something weird about this guy. You've scored 100 points, right? He isn't an incarnated sorcerer. He's a modern-type sorcerer whose curse technique has awakened. That means he'll listen to me. We can make a deal. To be blunt, we want to put an end to the culling game. Or rather, we want to negate the forced killing. Can we use your 100 points to add a rule? Okay, I'll be blunt too. No. Is that a joke too? No. The culling game presents possibilities. Sometimes the law is powerless. But what about the culling game rules? If I have the power I received is real, then so are the rules. But what if rule breakers got punished according to natural law without any charges or persecutions or trials? Wouldn't that be wonderful? I recognize the rules aren't perfect, but I want to preserve the culling game's basic mechanics, so I don't want it to end so soon. Especially when it comes to rules 2 and 8. I'd like to see curse technique removal at least once. That's part of the culling game ritual. If we wait too long, everyone in this country will die. I doubt it. The culling game celebrates permanence. I don't really get that part either. Let me rephrase. Let me use your 100 points, Higaruma. Have you ever killed someone who ticks you off? It feels better than I expected. Okay. We got a throwdown about to happen. And I'm gonna come back and report that later.